Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. In today's video, we will be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Markets were closed yesterday for good reason, but we saw some interesting movements within the cryptocurrency markets that I was actually quite shocked to see, believe it or not. But we did know that XRP was trading independent from Ethereum and Bitcoin and the rest of the markets here, but by some odd reason, XRP actually managed to break bullish outside its symmetrical triangle, which, you know, hopefully some of you guys took advantage of. I did not because I was busy, but this is a clear indicator of a buy-in signal here. I'm actually shocked because typically on 4-hour breakdowns, you can see on 4-hour dumps to the downside here, typically within these symmetrical triangles, they usually have a bearish bias, and we see a correction to the downside here. And then you can see that we were retesting overbought. So I'm actually shocked that we saw this reversal and break and breach outside of here and swing to the upside. I was not suspecting that at all. And I also don't think we're going to be moving much higher. But if you happen to buy in on the 4-hour and take an aggressive trade here, and we closed here, you would be able to make slight profit here. But again, I don't think it's reason to say, okay, time to, buy in long on XRP, because we are still, conflicted with some major resistances here. Obviously, like I said, aggressive traders could have taken advantage of the small little run that we've had here. But conservative traders, this is not a good time to be taking advantage of a 4-hour run. There's a resistance right here in purple that clearly needs to be broken before we see any sort of breach and run to the upside here. And if you look at the rest of the market, Ethereum's flatlined to the downside here. Bitcoin is flatlined to the downside here, and the S&P hasn't opened yet, which it should today, hopefully. I don't know if the markets are open today, but if they are, I have a feeling we are going to slowly fall lower here. And if we see something else happen, I'd be quite surprised and shocked. But with that being said, guys, more information on this market and everything like that in a second. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's dive into today's video. So guys, first and foremost here, as you guys can see, I just dropped a new video on my second channel. Hopefully you saw that. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. Or if you don't and you follow me on my second channel, you would have seen it here. But for those that don't, I just wanted to update you guys. Quite an interesting video. I put a lot of hours into making this here. You can see here, I exposed America's social credit system. It's quite an interesting video. Highly recommend you check it out. Put a lot of time and effort into here, and I think you guys might like it who like crypto. If you like crypto, you'll probably like that video too. So make sure to check it out. Let me know in the comments on this video what you think about it. So guys, moving on, top 10 cryptos, we are down 0.36% here, 829 billion. You can see for the most part, markets are kind of falling stagnant. Not really seeing much movement. We're down 0.36%, but things like Bitcoin flatlined out down 0.25, Ethereum flatlined out down 0.4. Most of the other cryptos that are up are only up barely a percentage, 0.87, 0.07. Only XRP and Dogecoin are actually starting to see major reversals and wicks to the upside here. But in regards to XRP, I wouldn't buy into this. I'm very much so shocked that we actually broke the major symmetrical triangle here. You can clearly see the downtrend. You can clearly see the higher lows and lower highs filling in the gap here. And then you can see we just started to break outside of here. It was very surprising here. I was not expecting this, but it's not a reason to buy in long. For aggressive traders that want to get in and get out and scalp the market, this would have been a good trade for you. As you know, if we break above this resistance, it's almost implied that we'll break up. And if we break below this support here, it's implied we'll drop downwards. It's hit or miss. We'll see what happens. But as you guys can see, we broke to the upside. The only reason why I wouldn't buy in long as a conservative trader is you can hopefully put the pieces together right now. Number one, you can see there's a major reversal candle forming here where you can clearly see the bulls and the bears are kind of battling it out, but with good reason here. You can see not only are the moving averages, which flipped bearish just a few days ago on the daily charts here, you can also see that there is a downtrend here. You can see this, and as we got closer to that, we are rejecting. So I have a gut feeling we aren't going to do what people are probably hoping for and break bullish. If we do, and we do break this resistance, I'd be shocked. I would obviously buy in long. You could see, I would say if you buy in now, it's aggressive trade. If you buy in above this purple line, it's moderate, and conservative would be above 44 cents this here. So there's 3 areas to buy in. The least risky is through here, and then I would expect the overall run to the upside here to happen after that. But otherwise, we are getting entangled in this, and there's a lot of bulls and bears battling each other, not really having positive results. And there's a good chance we'll get our answer today if the stock market decides to open, which I believe the stock market is open today. is the stock market open on Black Friday? Shortened sessions to the end of the holiday. Thanksgiving and reopen on the abbreviated Black Friday. Will be trading ending at 1 p.m. Okay, so they are open today, but they close at 1 p.m. So it's going to be a short day here. Lots of uncertainty, and then the markets will be closed Saturday and Sunday here. So we'll see where that goes. And then you can see here on Ethereum, we are still considering this correction to the downside. There is still this descending fractal here. There is still this downtrend where prices are creating higher lows and lower lows, and we are starting to correct lower and lower and lower. And there's a good chance we are going to be correcting downwards as well, not only on Ethereum, but on Bitcoin too. We are still in a problem zone. So shockingly, XRP is doing its own thing, as I've said earlier, that we aren't necessarily going to potentially continue this break to the upside here. I'm really a strong believer that it's not going to continue, but I do have a feeling it is going to start to reverse downwards, especially with this daily chart here. It's kind of adding more to the reasons why I believe the markets are going to continue to drop here. Conservative trading, we said, was above this level here. We are starting to reverse off this. So I do believe that it is going to pull us lower, and I think it's going to pull Ethereum and Bitcoin with it. Markets have been closed on the S&P, which explains why Bitcoin and Ethereum haven't really seen much movement. And we are in a descending fractal here. So I would expect to see us pull to the downside. An aggressive trade, you can buy in and short this to the downside here. Same thing with Bitcoin here, buy in and short this to the downside. But I do think we are going to drop fairly soon. I don't know if when the market opens on the stock market, we'll find out, but it just appears to be more of a correction than we would see a positive reversal or breakout after that. So I'm a little all over the place, got a few things in my mind, but I just don't see this happening. I don't think a breakout's going to happen right now. But again, we don't trade inside of these. I choose not to trade inside of these. If you want to get a trade, you have an aggressive one right here on the off chance we break to the downside here. That's kind of what I'm betting on. But we have to break out of these first. If we can break through this neckline here, then we can long. If we can break through the price floor, then we can short. But until then, let's just be patient here because I think we aren't going to see any bullish movements here. And I think this is probably the end of XRP's rally to the upside following with the stock market here. I also think we are going to see, when this opens in about 3 minutes, I also believe we are going to see us pull down to the downside here. Probably not like this. In the long term, I think this is what's going to happen, but I think we'll at least go down to bottom support in the next coming days, maybe even today. I'm not entirely sure as we battle this major resistance. We managed to break through that. I'll be shocked. I don't think it's going to happen here, but truly, I think the rest of the market is going to be pulling down. I think the rest of the market is going to be pulling itself downwards. You can see there's a much bigger descending triangle right here, much bigger downtrend here, major resistance over a year. We have yet to break through it here. Attempted it a couple of weeks ago, had no luck. Here we are kind of getting closer to retest it as well. Good chance it'll pull us back down to 29.30 cents here, and then we'll go from there. But I just don't see any sort of bullish rally happening anytime soon on XRP. Major resistances need to be broken first before we see that happen here. Short term, looking at the daily, we're already getting rejected off that, and I think we're also going to influence Ethereum and Bitcoin to also see reversals in the market and also pull themselves lower here. We're just not ready yet to see this breakout. We've been trading inside a very, very, very strong sideways channel here where there was the triple bottom on Ethereum here, then we broke neckline here, and here we are below it when we got rejected off this major resistance here. So I have a feeling we are going to just trend inside of this for who knows how long, a little bit longer, and then we'll hopefully break out of it. But right now we are on a downtrend and we are trending lower, and I think we are going to probably retest 1,050 before we retest $1,200 or $1,300 on Ethereum. But keep a close eye out. I think when the stock market opens in about a minute, by the end of closing, it'll probably sway a little lower. Again, I'd be shocked if we headed up, but I think it's going to sway lower, and I think it's going to pull Bitcoin and Ethereum and these other cryptocurrencies down with it. Otherwise, that's the update for today's video. Definitely make sure to subscribe, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.